44% of Americans have seriously considered retiring abroad, and 730,000 of you already collect Social Security from outside U.S. borders. That's not a trend. That's an exodus with a mailing address. Some countries make you fight for the privilege of staying. Some countries just open the gate. Today we're covering 5 countries that fall on the open gate side, and by the end, you'll know exactly which one asks you for almost nothing. Number 5, Panama. Panama City looks like Miami got a personality transplant. Skyline, waterfront, and the cobblestone soul of Casco Viejo, all inside one zip code. Drive 3 hours and you're in Boquete, 70 degrees year-round. Mountain air, zero air conditioning bill. One country, 2 climates, 1 currency. The US dollar, which means no exchange rate math standing between you and your morning coffee. Here's the number that should stop you mid-scroll. $1,000 a month in guaranteed pension income. That's it. Social Security qualifies. Military pensions qualify. And unlike almost every other program on this list, there's no minimum age. Panama isn't testing your net worth. It's testing your mailbox. Rent in Boquete starts around $600. A 1-bedroom in Panama City runs $800 to $1,500. Private doctor visits cost $50 to $60. And by law, Law 6 of 1987, still enforced today, pension residents get 50% off entertainment, 25% off restaurants, and 15% off hospital bills. Panama didn't just lower the bar. It legislated the discount into existence. Panama doesn't want your investment. It wants your Social Security check. Let that sink in. Then tell me in the comments, would you trade your yard in Ohio for a mountain view with no AC bill? Because that's the actual trade on the table. Number 4, Colombia. Medellin calls itself the city of eternal spring, and it earns it, surrounded by mountains, 68 degrees, never asking you to own a winter coat again. Cartagena gives you Caribbean color and cobblestone streets on the water. And up the coast in Santa Marta, rentals start around $300 a month for beachfront access most Floridians can't touch on triple the budget. The Pension-a-Do visa requires roughly $1,400 a month in verified pension income, up slightly from a year ago, tied to Colombia's minimum wage under Resolution 5477. Rental income doesn't count. Investment income doesn't count. Only a real, guaranteed pension. And here's the tension nobody smooths over for you. Since 2022, Pension-a-Do visa holders are locked out of Colombia's public health system entirely. No EPS. You're required to carry private all-risk insurance instead. Real coverage, but a real cost most YouTube thumbnails conveniently leave out. A $4 plate of arroz con pollo and a mandatory private insurance bill live in the same sentence. Sit with that. If you're the kind of retiree who wants mountains, ocean, and coffee country in one passport stamp, Colombia built itself for you specifically. If you're the kind who assumed cheap meant simple, you just learned it doesn't. Number 3, Thailand. Bangkok moves like a city that never asked permission to be world-class. Sky trains, street food, hospitals that rival anything in Houston. Chiang Mai slows the clock down with temples and mountain air. Phuket and Koh Samui hand you the beach postcard version of retirement. Same country, 3 different lives. Here's what most retirement videos skip entirely. Thailand's retirement visa has a hard floor of age 50. No exceptions. Below that, none of this applies to you, no matter your bank balance. Once you clear that bar, you need either 800,000 baht sitting in a Thai bank account, roughly $22,000, or a verified monthly income of 65,000 baht, close to $1,800. The Thai Immigration Bureau checks both. Rent in Chiang Mai runs $250 to $600. Street food meals cost $2 to $5. Private healthcare in Bangkok beats American pricing by a mile, and health insurance runs $100 to $250 a month. Albania asks you nothing. That's the whole pitch, and Thailand is the opposite proof. Thailand is gorgeous, cheap, and world-class, and it still makes you clear an age gate and a bank statement before it lets you in. Beauty doesn't buy you a shortcut. Comment below. Would you take Thailand's paperwork for that healthcare, or is a gate a gate no matter how nice the view is? Number 2, Albania. Now we get to the part where the rules basically disappear. The Albanian Riviera looks like Greece before Instagram found it. Cliffs, turquoise water, beach towns that haven't been discovered yet. Tirana is a fast-growing European capital with cafes and parks and an energy younger than half the retirees moving there. Shkodër sits near the lakes. Vlora and Saran sit on the coast. Rent across all of it runs $300 to $800 a month. Here's the number that makes every other visa on this list look bureaucratic by comparison. Americans get up to 365 days, a full year, visa-free in Albania. No pension threshold, no age minimum, no embassy interview. You land, you stay, you leave when you feel like it. This is one of the most generous entry arrangements any European country offers any nationality on Earth, and most Americans have never heard of it. Healthcare is the honest trade-off, improving, but thinner than Panama's or Thailand's, especially outside Tirana. Albania will hand you a year in Europe and ask for nothing back. It just won't hand you a world-class hospital while it does it. If you're a retiree who's tired of proving yourself to a government form, Albania just became the easiest yes in Europe. If you're the retiree who needs a specialist on speed dial, keep that thought. We're not done with trade-offs yet. Number 1, Philippines. Over 7,000 islands. Palawan's untouched coastline. Cebu's city-meet-sea balance. Dumaguite's provincial slow life at $600 to $1,000 a month total. English is an official language here, which means no interpreter standing between you and your doctor, your landlord, or your grocery clerk, something no other country on this list can offer you. Here's the fact nobody wants to say on a retirement channel. The cheapest, fastest way to leave America right now doesn't require a pension at all. It requires a plane ticket and a tourist visa. But that door is closing in real time. The Philippine Bureau of Immigration is actively phasing out the old 6-month tourist extension in favor of 2-month renewals, and anyone stretching a tourist stay past a year is now getting real scrutiny. The workaround era is ending. The Special Resident Retirees Visa, the SRRV, is becoming the actual long-term answer, and it now starts at $15,000 for retirees over 50 with a qualifying pension of $800 a month or more. So which is it? A country tightening its own front door, or a country whose $15,000 deposit buys permanent, tax-free, indefinite residency with your pension untouched by Philippine income tax? Both are true. Neither cancels the other out. The Philippines doesn't need a visa to be home. That's not a slogan. Filipinos are ranked among the most welcoming people on Earth toward Americans specifically, and that's the one variable no spreadsheet, no SMLV formula, and no immigration bureau can replicate anywhere else on this list. 5 countries. 1 asks for a $1,000 pension and nothing else. 1 locks you out of public health care the day you qualify for its visa. 1 won't let you in until you're 50 with a bank statement. 1 asks for literally nothing and gives you a year to figure out the rest. And 1 is quietly closing its easiest door while opening a better one right next to it. Some of you just watched this and thought, I want the country that tests me, because a government that vets its retirees probably vets its hospitals too. Some of you thought, I want the country that asks nothing, because the paperwork was never the point, the living was. Both of you are watching the same 5 countries. You are not choosing the same life.